I want to ask something in a little different direction, because we've been talking about past lives and you've mentioned the soul a couple of times. So what is this that remains the same from life to life? Because when you have a totally different personality in a past life, and now in this life you're somebody else, maybe you're even a man and you were a woman before, what is that remains the same? Is that what you would call the soul? Or what is it?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. In a way, it's speculation.
Okay. So please
as I said, I don't like to go into theories. Mm-hmm. But what I like to refer to is experience in real life sessions. Mm. What we find is that when a human being dies, and the death is accepted and everything is good, he can go in the energy mass of the soul, and it's good. And many religions, if not all, refer to an afterlife and a soul and a peace to be in. But and this happens, of course, we are all humans, life is in progress, when there is something not processed, not digested, or imagine just when you are old and your children are fighting over your property. You can't do anything anymore, but you get angry. So there is no peace after death. A part of that spirit will remain with the children, with the one that is greedy, with the one that is maybe a victim. Maybe the person that leaves stays in his house or estate, so a part of the layer of the soul is present there. You can feel it. Some psychics can see it. But always one part goes back home to the soul. There's always one part that goes back home. But in, for instance, World War situations with mustard gas on the slaughter fields in the north of France, you can't get away. They are too weak. They're hungry. They've given up the hope of life. They have nothing good to expect. So those souls of the young soldiers stay hanging around, clinging to each other, because that's the soldier's code. We stay together. I can only leave if my friend is also leaving. So there are big clusters of energies there, which at the moment we have a workshop from my institute named Mensik's Institute that is called The Souls of the Battlefield, Les âmes de la Grande Guerre, to clean them away. And it's amazing what happens there, because in that surrounding, that area, there are extremely many suicides. And we think, because we found it in sessions, that people who are hurt by losing somebody that committed suicide, young men, they find the spirit of a dead soldier that could not leave and needed a new piggyback to be able to go to the soul light. Okay. So we clean them away whenever we get the chance. The soul can fragment. Fragmentation. The book written by my younger colleague from Romania is called Soul Fragmentation, Victor Chirea. So the fragments of the soul can be picked up by others, can cluster with others. But there is a core that goes back home. So when you incarnate again, the new being has an energy connection to the magnetism of that lost soul part. So if this present incarnation enters a moment that is hopeless, or maybe he is bothered by a group of men bullying him or teasing him, and he feels hopeless, then maybe at that level, that soul from the First World War is resonating in. It's triggered. The trauma is triggered.
Yeah.
And maybe he gets more down, but it could also be that that soul is mobilized and enters to the present, and then he is more empowered.